What's going on, guys? So if you have a AW11 MR2 and the wiper switch is acting all kinds of crazy, you've probably already looked it up on forums, you've probably seen it on a Facebook group, you've probably seen it somewhere, but you know that eventually something goes wrong with these switches. So once you get the dash portion out, like I have here, I'm not going to go into details on that, you'll get to the actual switch. You take the switch out using a 17mm socket on this nut right here on the face. It comes out of the back, and there's a connector on the rear side. Obviously be careful with all your plastics. It's 80s brittle plastic by now, but what you will find is there's a small screw that you take out on the switch body here. It's a little cover that flips up, and as you can see, if you look really close, there's several solder joints that are cracked and separated from the actual PCB board. So pretty much all you should have to do is solder those up. So I'm going to solder those up real quick, put some fresh solder in there. I'm going to check the rest of these joints here. Those look to be good, but once we get those all soldered up, we should have proper operation, and hopefully we've got the return to home switch functioning as well, because all that kind of works together in a way. So let's get those soldered up and see how it goes. Alright, so I went ahead and took off the rearmost cover with the actual plastic connector on it. It's not too bad. Just take a small screwdriver or something like this, flat blade, and just kind of work your way around until you get these little tabs to release from the actual housing here. And then because these little slots fit over top of these actual connector terminals here, you just kind of have to wiggle it off, and it comes off. But I wanted to do that to check the back side here to make sure there's no cracked solder joints back here, and it looks okay. These four mainly, but I'm probably going to do those two as well because those are on the same little connectors. So basically, if you just take this, just kind of flops, and you can see the actual relay. I think it's a relay, intermittent relay possibly on the inside there. So those 7 solder joints, look, I can count, are redone. I used a very fine tip, and I basically started wetting out the joint and then just put a very small amount of solder on each one, and they look a lot better. Obviously make sure you don't overheat the joints too much, because these PCB boards are pretty fragile, especially when they're this old. The bottom of this is got like a radius on it, so it wants to roll all over the place, and that was getting a little frustrating. Okay, So what I did is stuck a piece of tape on the side of it and just stuck it up against this metal tray that I made. So obviously when you are doing your switch, make sure you check over every joint that you can access without damaging something else. Mine failed in those 7 joints, and yours might be pretty similar, but don't take my word for it. Every car is a little bit different. Make sure you just check over every joint, and if you see any kind of cracks, anything that looks questionable, just go ahead and wet it out with a soldering iron and add a little solder if you need to. Okay, a couple other things I'm going to cover while I'm in here, because I'm already in here. I don't want to take this all back apart again. This dimmer switch wheel is known to crack. On the back side right there, you can see a crack. So that crack right there spins on the actual dimmer switch shaft. The dimmer is on the back side here. You can see the little contacts, all that stuff. Ultimately, that is what causes your dash lights to not get any brighter, and sometimes you can wiggle it and make it work, but I found a file online. I didn't make it, but I will drop a link in the description below to a replacement that you can 3D print yourself or have your buddy do it. And a lot of the design features look pretty good. They added a radius on the inside here, like a fillet, just to increase some strength there, and they say it's a lot tighter. So I'm going to print that out of carbon fiber ASA, 0.18mm layer height on a 0.6 nozzle. I like 0.6 nozzles. They're a little bit, they put more material down, so they are stronger. The prints are stronger, you don't get as fine a resolution and detail, but on something like this, it doesn't really matter. So I'm drying that filament now. I'm going to print that out in a little while. The other thing I wanted to cover is the lights. These lights on the inside of the dash and throughout the car, I'm sure, mainly in the dash. They're little tiny bulbs. See if I can take one out here. Looks like that. So if you look on the back side, you'll see looks like TSD or T6DP V-2. None of that really matters. All you need to know is this is a T3 bulb. So if you look up T3 interior bulbs on Amazon, whatever, there is an LED replacement. I'm going to try them out. I don't know how well they're going to work. Obviously, like, it's going to be a lot brighter, so if you're not into that, you want something to be more like natural. There are some T3 standard incandescent bulbs available on Amazon too. I'm going to try the LEDs. I feel like, you know, these bulbs just never really did that good of a job anyways, and it's nice to have everything a little bit brighter if you want it brighter. But yeah, that's what these guys look like, and they're all through the dash too. So if you get like a nice 10-pack, I think it's what they come in, and it was like $10 or something like that for a single LED. Different colors, you can get green, you can get red, you can get whatever. I'm probably just going to do white, but I will put that link in the description below. Yeah. Okay, so a little backstory on the issues I was having. I know I didn't do any before footage. I probably should have. I apologize about that. But ultimately, I started noticing inconsistencies with, really, I lost the intermittent wiper completely. Intermittent wiper didn't work at all. And then when I would bring it to low, it would work fine. Medium, high, whatever, it would work fine. But the wipers would get stuck in the middle of the windshield. So let's see if this solved that issue. So first, we're going to go to intermittent. It's working. It wasn't working before, which is nice. Everything looks good. Everything's returning. I feel the relay clicking inside of there. So the intermittent relay is definitely inside of here. That's what I showed you earlier. Okay, now let's go just to medium, and I'm going to cut it off when it's at its highest point. Try to do it with one hand here. And it returned. Sweet. Let's go all the way to high. All right, so if you're having issues with your wipers not working on one setting or multiple settings, you don't have intermittent wipe, or your wipers are getting stuck in the middle of your windshield when you turn everything off, don't go to your wiper motor. Go to this guy first. Make sure you fix those solder joints. Check them all. Check all the solder joints you can access safely without damaging anything. If you have an issue with your wiper arm, I have this available on my eBay store. If you reach out to me, honestly, I'll just send it to you if you really need it. But all this does is fits directly over top of the hub. And if you got a bunch of material missing in there, it doesn't really help you in that case. But what ends up happening is that plastic inside here cracks, and that just wants to spread open and gape. Gets a little gapey. So this little piece that I made kind of fits down in there and prevents it from spreading open. Likewise, of course, you got to make sure you have this little clip on the actual shaft of the switch itself. So anyways, if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to reach out in the comments section below. I didn't really see a video like this online. I wanted to give you guys a real in-depth video. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to my videos. It helps me, it helps the algorithm. I appreciate you guys' views. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Greeless Engineering, a channel where you engineer using experience. I love you. Sliding, laughing, feet on the dash, lipstick.